I got some breaking news for you. 76 taxi associations in Johannesburg are set to hike fares. Taxi commuters are expected to be hard hit in their pockets as fares are likely to rise in mid-June. I want to get the very latest now, bring in Chriselda Lewis. She's been monitoring the story for us. Chriselda, what are you learning?
Well, a very good morning to you indeed. Some breaking news here on the SABC News channel. We now understand that 76 taxi associations here in Johannesburg, which are affiliated to Santaco and Top 6, will hike their commuter fares as of the 15th of June. You'd recall there'd been some breaking news over the weekend about two taxi associations, which was the Alexandra Taxi Association and Amster, which are taxis basically that operate here in Alexandra to Sandton to Randburg, amongst other areas. And we heard just a few moments ago from Santaco here in Johannesburg that now, in fact, 76 taxi associations which are affiliated to Santaco as well as the Top 6 will also be hiking their taxi fares. Of course, this is certainly going to be something that's going to be a hard hit for commuters. But what the taxi associations are saying at the moment is that they've been suffering. You recall, of course, that at the beginning of the lockdown, the taxi associations, the taxis themselves, had to start operating differently and are not operating at 100% as we speak in order to maintain that social distancing within the taxis themselves. So the taxis associations at the moment say that they are sick and tired. They say they've not got the required assistance that they needed from government, and they've now decided to take matters into something that will be able to solve or save their industry at the moment. Let me just bring you up to speed now. Mashishi is with Santaco here in the greater Johannesburg region. And Dr. Mashishi, thank you very much for your time. Breaking news, you told me just a few moments ago that now, in fact, 76 taxi associations in Gauteng, so I beg your pardon, Johannesburg, will be hiking their fees. Can you confirm that for us?
Yes, madam. We've got 76 taxi associations, both from Top 6 and Santaco Greater Johannesburg region. From Santaco Greater Johannesburg region, we've got 61, and Top 6, they've got 15. We have all agreed that our associations on the ground, they mustn't suffer because of this lockdown. They have suffered, it's enough. It's more than 70 days. There's no relief fund. We have been promising the relief fund maybe from the first day of the lockdown. But that the so-called Fikile Mbalula, the minister, is always telling our national structures about the modality, while we are suffering on the ground. Now government has started to give people who are not working 350 rand per month, but not yet any funding to taxi industry. So this is our business. Nobody is subsidizing. And we are sick and tired of subsidizing the passengers. We have been subsidizing the passengers for 100 years back. Now this is time that we must make profit. Otherwise, we are not going to pay our monthly installment. Our cars will be repossessed. When this lockdown is getting to finish, our cars are going to be repossessed. Long distance has like 3 months not working. What do you think? In your mind, what do you think they're going to pay the installment with? How did they survive with their families? Now schools are reopening. How are they going to take their school their kids to school? They must be paid for them. So there's no ways that the 172 hike price is, we stand like that. We support them fully 100% that they must do it in order for them to make profit. This is the only way we can do it. And our government keeps on saying we are not paying taxes. Hey, we are compliant people in South Africa. There's nobody who's the fuel levy. We are putting lot of fuel levy every day. Mind you, how many liters are we putting in our cars every day? So they mustn't say we are not paying taxes. We are compliant. We are putting a lot of petrol. So they must take that money. If maybe they don't have money of disaster fund, because we don't know even where is that money. Yeah. Who has that disaster fund? Maybe let them just that person, let them show us department which has our disaster fund. We can go and retrieve it. Yeah. Thank you.
Dr. Mashishi, I'm afraid that's all we have time for. We seem to be having a very busy news day, but breaking news here on the SABC News Channel 176. We'll speak to commuters very shortly. We're going to be taking a taxi ride, their plane, from here and speak to some of the commuters about what some of their challenges are. You'll forgive me there. This particular crossing that we did, we were scheduled to speak to the management of these taxi associations en route on a local trip here in Alexandra, but we will be doing that shortly, where we speak to some of those commuters who will be affected. Unfortunately, we are not in a position to do that at the moment, but we thought we'd come to you with that breaking news of 176 associations here in the greater Johannesburg area who will be hiking their taxi fares from the 15th of June. And this is not just the two that were spoken about over the weekend, AMSTA and the Alexandra Taxi Association, but this seems to include 76 other associations in the Johannesburg area, which fall under Santaco, as well as Top 6.
All right, Chriselda, thank you very much indeed bringing us that breaking news. We'll go back to Chriselda in a short while as she speaks to commuters who are likely to be hard hit by these hefty price hikes. Chriselda Lewis there live for us.